video is going to be a first impression and demo on the Maybelline Dream Cushion Foundation. This is a new one that I found at the drugstore, and I thought that I would do a first impression on it. This video is also in collaboration with Color Me Cassie. I will have her link to her video down in the description box, so make sure you go check her out. She will be doing a first impression on the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation, which is another one that I'm dying to try. So I'm so excited to see what her first impression and her thoughts on that foundation is. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the demo right now, and I will be back to tell you guys how I feel about it. So half my face, I'm gonna go ahead and use the cushion that it comes with, and then the other half of it, I'm gonna use my brush. So this is what the little cushion looks like. It's actually really not that bad. I actually kind of like it, to be honest with you. It's pretty soft. Ooh, I actually really like this cushion, better than I thought. So it opens up exactly the same as the other competitor ones that you guys have seen. So it opens up like that, and then there's just a little plastic wrap right here. Plastic wrap just says, after each use, firmly close the upper lid to preserve freshness. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. So this is what the cushion looks like, just basically the same thing that you guys have probably seen from the competitors. Let me actually read the instructions. The instructions say, our first fresh face liquid foundation in a cushion, so that's fun. It just says press onto sponge, so you just press your sponge into there, and then pat onto face, and then blend using small taps. So I'm gonna try and use this little guy and see how it works. So I'm gonna pat. Ooh, that's actually a lot on there, way more than all the other ones I've used. That's giving way more than I usually get. Let's see. Okay, so that's kind of sliding around funny. The color, surprisingly, is pretty close to my skin. I thought I got a color that was a little bit too dark, but this is actually pretty good. Okay, I forgot. It wants me to pat, not rub. I don't really feel much of a difference. I will say this little pad is really, really soft. I really like this pad. I'll put a little bit more on. It's hard to keep it on your fingers, though. That's kind of the problem, especially if you have nails. Oh, I really like this pad, though. Very, very smooth. Bring you in a little bit so you can see a little bit closer. Okay, so you can kind of see it's a lot smoother now than it was. And this side you can see I have like discoloration, whereas this side looks a lot smoother. And I tried canceling out the super yellowness that's in this room. I'm sorry, I can't fully get it out, but I'll show you guys in natural lighting how good it does actually look. Ooh, I'm actually really feeling this foundation. I'm not even gonna lie. And like one quick little dab gives you a lot of product. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get really annoyed having to dab it because I'm not much of a dabber. That's probably gonna annoy me a little bit, but nice. So I'd have to say, I love the consistency. I love this little thing, which usually I hate them. They don't feel very soft. This one's extremely soft. So far, I am really, really liking it. But again, it's really hard to keep it kind of like on your finger. Definitely this side compared to this side, you can definitely tell a difference, I think. And this side was actually my worst side. I had a lot of imperfections on this side. So this is normally what I use. This is usually my foundation brush. I wiped off as much foundation from it as I could. There's really none on it. This is pretty much just staining. So I'm gonna see how this works at applying it. I'm just gonna dab it like I did the sponge. It should be on here, let's see. Wow, yes it is. Sweet. I'd have to say, I think the brush is picking up less product though, which probably isn't that bad of a thing, to be honest. It's also a lot quicker than using the sponge. Yeah, for some reason I feel like the brush isn't picking up nearly as much. I didn't realize how much that pad was picking up. Yes, I like this. Oh my gosh. This is such a quick and easy product. Holy cow, I really like this a lot. I think the biggest problem I had with all the other cushion foundations was this little guy, because this guy just takes forever, and the other ones were not nearly as soft as this one. Yes, all the yes. I'm trying to show you in like other lighting kind of how it looks. Really digging this. Feels nice on the skin too. You guys have like switched places like 50 million times, but I'm trying to show you like the best lighting I can. Yes, I really like this a lot. Oh my gosh, I love the conveniency of it. I believe this was $12.99, which is a pretty fair price for a foundation. This is so nice. I'm not even kidding you guys. Like, it looks so natural. I don't feel like I look like I'm wearing a ton of foundation. It's very light, extremely light. I really like this. This might be my new go-to foundation. I love it. I'm gonna walk up to the window so you guys can see in like true lighting what it looks like. Okay, so this is pretty much like natural lighting. So this is what it looks like. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup and I will be back with you guys for like the final wrap up of this. Okay, so my thoughts on this foundation is I am in love with it. I love how convenient the packaging is and how convenient it is to use. It's super clean. Usually when I use foundation, I put it on the back of my hand and then I dip my brush in and apply it that way. But with this, I don't even have to put it on the back of my hand. I don't feel like my hands get dirty at all, which I'm gonna be honest with you guys is probably my #1 least favorite thing about putting on makeup. I hate how dirty I feel after, like I have to wash my hands and I can't wait to wash my hands, which I know is super lame, you guys. I know it's super lame, but it's the truth. So when it came to this, I just dipped my brush right into the little cushion area and it picked up the perfect amount of foundation, because sometimes I feel like I have a really heavy hand when it comes to foundation, and I feel like when I use the brush with this, I felt like I put just the right amount on and I don't feel like I overdid it on my face. When I use the sponge, I got way more product than I thought I would get, and I would barely tap it in. So much product would come out. So I would have to say if I were traveling, I would definitely still use this sponge, or maybe even when I'm like out and about and maybe some of my foundation came off, I would use the sponge and then kind of cover it with a little bit of powder. But other than that, I think I'll be using my Real Techniques brush to apply this. But no matter what way you end up applying it, I promise you guys, this is so good. I feel like it's covering my skin beautifully. I feel like it looked gorgeous even before I put on powder. I forgot, I did put on a little bit of Almay's pressed powder over top, just because I like powder with my foundation. And I feel like even without powder, it looked perfect. I feel like it gives a very pretty dewy look, but then I did cover it with powder, so there's that. But I am not gonna lie, my first impression of this is I really, really like it. But the color I ended up getting this in was warm nude. And I have a pretty light skin tone, and warm nude was actually perfect. I was thinking about getting the classic ivory, but I feel like that would have been way too light for my skin. So the warm nude was perfect, I think. Anyway, if I had to rate this out of 5 stars like today, using it for the first time, I would give it a 5 out of 5. I honestly believe that this is going to be my new foundation, mainly because of the consistency. It doesn't even feel like it's on your face and you can build it up. It gives great coverage because how convenient it is, and I just feel like it's a really nice product. Now, as far as how long lasting it is, I will let you guys know and update you guys in the description, because I won't know that for a couple of times that I use this. This is just a first impression of it. So I will let you guys know in the description my like overall review and how I think about it after I've used it about a week or so. So anyway, that is it. If you guys have any specific questions, please let me know. I would love to answer your questions. Leave them down below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more first impressions from me. Go ahead and check out Color Me Cassie's channel, because I know you guys are going to love her videos. She is so thorough and so good with her reviews, and every video that she does is so good. So go check out her channel, but also make sure that you guys subscribe to mine. It is that red button. I'll have it right here. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to be notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, everyone.